we're talking with Kenyson Borkowski, representing the South Lyon Book Exchange. So welcome, Kenyson.
Hi,
so
thanks.
First time visiting with us. And
Yep.
I'm not real familiar with the South Lyon Book Exchange, so let's go there and tell me all about it.
Okay, not many people are familiar with it. It came about actually from the What's Happening in South Lyon website.
Yes, which I'm a member of. So.
Somebody had posted, hey, I have a whole bunch of books that I need to get rid of, and a bunch of people kind of came on there saying, well, you could bring them here, you could bring them there, a bunch of different ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool, because I have a bunch of books I need to get rid of, if we were just to kind of all meet in one place and bring all of our books and share them and talk about them for a couple days. And Victoria, who is the vice president of the Historical Society in South Lyon, she contacted me and said, well, if you want to do it, let's just do it.
So you raised your hand,
yeah,
and now you are helping organize.
Yeah, and I had a couple conversations with her. And I'm like, okay, so if you're going to let us do this at the Historical Society in one of the buildings,
Okay. Yep.
So we hold it in the Freight House. And I posted on my personal Facebook page and said, guys, do you think, does anyone want to do this? And they said, yeah. And so 2 more of my friends stepped up and said, can we help?
Oh, nice.
We'd love to do this.
That always helps me have more volunteers to help out someone else who's raised their hand.
So 4 of us met. It's just 4 people that really like books and we like reading and we're really passionate about it, right? The first thing you ask a person, what are you reading right now? What are you reading right now?
Yep. What am I reading right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, man, that's a tough question.
I'll put you on the spot.
So I can tell you one of my favorite books was Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, okay,
So,
that's a good one.
Yep.
Nice choice.
Yep.
All right.
And I've also seen the movie, which was nowhere near as good as the book.
Never is.
And I always find that true to be every time you read a book and you go see a movie off of it, it's like it just doesn't do it justice.
See, now if you come on June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, then we can have more conversations like this.
There we go.
Right.
And is that kind of the intent of it then? It's not so much simply let's just swap some books and go our separate ways. It's really to have a conversation, almost kind of like you sit down with a friend at a coffee shop and say, hey, what's going on? And
It's kind of what everybody wants it to be. So we put a couple guidelines. And the first was that it was going to be really simple. So we wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Drop off books,
so
as many as you want.
Taylor Swift will not be performing at your
Taylor
book
Swift
exchange.
will not, but we may sing Taylor Swift at some point.
Well, there we go.
Or
Just because, why not?
there may be people singing Taylor Swift here.
Or maybe there's an autobiography of Taylor Swift that you're
sure,
reading.
you
and
never,
you can talk
you
about
really
that.
never know. And another rule is you can drop off as many books as you want, but you don't have to drop off a book to take a book.
Okay.
You don't have to drop off a book to take 50 books, actually. We want people to be able to come in and say, hey, all of these things interest me. I'm going to bring a bag and just shove everything in there. And the other thing is, our intention was come on in, bring your books, stay, and talk to everybody about it, right? Because I love doing that, and I wanted everybody to stay and talk to me all day. But people kind of did whatever they wanted. Some people brought it in and just said, here's our books. We're so happy to get rid of this stuff. And so, we put it out and we were just like, treasures, they're so beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right? And then some people came in and said, here's my books. And then they came back the next day and said, hey, I want to check on my books. Did anyone like them? Are people taking these books?
Right.
And so it just ended up being a really, really fun time last year. So last year was the first time we ever did it.
Okay, so this is your second go around.
Yep.
And so it's going to be June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th?
Yeah, so the drop-off
Okay.
of books
Okay.
is the 2nd. So
Okay.
that's a Friday. And we started in the evening, 3 o'clock until 8 o'clock. And the 4 of us just go sit in the Freight House at the Historical Society, and we wait for people to drop off books, and then we organize them and make them beautiful for the next day. And then on Saturday morning, from 10 till 12, people can drop off books.
Okay.
And then after that, it's
This
a
is
free
the time
for
to
all.
open it up
Everybody
then.
come on in.
Yep.
And so it's from 12 till 4
Okay.
on Saturday the 3rd, and then from 12 till 3 on Sunday. And the reason we only go till 3 on Sunday is because as soon as it is over, we have 1 hour to shut down, get all those books in boxes, and then we donate them.
I was going to ask you what happens with
Yep.
the books after.
Yep, because any book that isn't adopted, we bring them to the Friends of the Library here,
Okay.
or we bring them to the Friends of the Library at Lyon Township Public Library.
So even right now, there might be a book among us or two that came from last year.
Sure, yeah, and we did end up donating quite a few, but people were leaving with just bags and bags of books, and it was so cool to see. It was really awesome to see little kids come in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, they were
Eyes
losing
light
their
up
minds
big, yep.
because if you're a reader, I'm a reader, to be able to pick a book and it's just yours and you know you can take it home.
Yep.
No one cares. No one judges. You just pick whatever you like, whatever makes your eyes happy, and you walk away with it. And then you can try it out when you get home.
I'm going to ask you a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kenyson, what's your favorite genre of book? Do you have a favorite genre, or is it just many?
Yeah, so I like fiction.
Okay.
I really like fiction because there's just so much reality every second of our days. So I've been reading a ton of fiction, but I do also like to sprinkle in a little bit of historical.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
I love
I just
history.
read Triangle, about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Yep.
So that was a really good one. But yeah, I just read Una Out of Order, which was a book about somebody who ages in a non-sequential order.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be fascinating.
And it's kind of like what it would be like if you could tell yourself, 40 years in the past.
Because it's a movie about the people who start old and then grow young.
Yeah,
And
like to give
Mork
yourself
and Mindy,
a warning.
And, Mork's, cool. I forget his name. But it's that type of concept. And this is the type of conversation you would have, right? This would be like a very typical conversation around what do you like, what do I enjoy, and just talk about a book. And now that one might interest me, and I'll go and check it out.
Yep, it's a blast. And this year, we're actually going to take DVDs as well as books.
Okay.
So we had quite a conversation around whether we could do it or not. But we reached out to Steve Kennedy, who has always...
Great guy.
He's so good. And he's always been such a good support of anything in South Lyon, right? So we said, hey, can you recycle DVDs? Or what would we do if people dropped off a bunch and then what do we do?
Right.
And he actually came back with a whole list of places that have, libraries that can check them out. So, okay, now we have a place where we can donate the DVDs afterward too. So
cool.
That was really cool. But yeah, I do want to say, so besides Steve and Julie Kennedy, because we started out with 4 people, but then Steve and Julie kind of came in and said, hey, yeah, we want to help box them up and bring the books to the libraries. Glenn Covell stopped in.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
All of our families, the kids came in, spent days with us organizing books, and it ended up being like quite a few people that just really decided that they wanted to be a part of it. So
Right. Very cool.
And I really hope this year that more people learn about it. Last year we were jam-packed with books.
Okay.
But we can always take more.
There you go.
But what I'd love to see is more people
That's right.
knowing about
Jam-packed
it.
with books, jam-packed with people, and just having a great time conversing and talking about what people are reading.
Yep.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to share with us tonight, Kenyson?
No, I don't think so. I really, really appreciate this opportunity. So thanks a lot for talking to me.
And then to find out more, is there a website or a Facebook page to go to? And what would that be?
We've got South Lyon Book Exchange on Facebook.
Okay.
And we encourage everybody to join it because there's some conversations going on there every day as well.
Cool. Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for coming out tonight, Kenyson.
Thanks a lot.